More talks are underway in Kaesong. That's where South Korean businessmen and government officials have crossed the border into North Korea. They're visiting the Joint Industrial Zone. The visit is the first step in normalizing operations there, which have been stalled since April.
North and South Korea, back at the negotiating table. They've agreed to restart operations at the Kaesong Industrial Zone, a joint project between the two Koreas located in the north. Cordial handshakes today, but it was a very different atmosphere 3 months ago. Amid high tension between the two countries, North Korea withdrew its workers and the whole place ground to a halt. We don't know exactly what the situation is there. After we've carried out detailed checks on the facilities, we can make plans.
We will do our very best to get the Kaesong Industrial Complex operational again.
96 employees from South Korea are inspecting the facilities and machinery at the park. They've not been there since North Korean authorities closed the zone in April. They're hoping to bring materials and products they left there back home. Government officials from both countries are meeting today to discuss what to do next. Officials from South Korea's Unification Ministry said both sides explained their positions. They met last week too, but failed to agree on reopening the complex.
Opened in 2003, Kaesong serves as a key and rare symbol of cooperation between the two Koreas, as well as a crucial source of revenue for the North. Pyongyang withdrew its workers and blocked access to the site in April amid high tensions following its February nuclear test. On Sunday, after 12 hours of initial talks, Pyongyang and Seoul agreed in principle to restart operations, although the South wants more safeguards to protect its manufacturers, including assurances that the North won't unilaterally close down the factory zone again.
So we've seen both delegations now head through the gate behind me. First the government officials and journalists for the talks. They all take place after the preliminary talks on Saturday that took so long, some 15 hours, and only agreed in principle that both sides wanted to reopen the joint industrial complex at Kaesong. Getting down to the nitty-gritty and trying to solve the gap between the South Korean and North Korean positions will be far more difficult. South Korea wants to see North Korea accept responsibility for the closure. It wants safeguards and guarantees that such a closure won't happen again at a time of political difficulty between the two sides. As far as the business people are concerned, this is the first chance they've had to inspect their factories and their equipment. They're worried, not least about the impact of this rainy season on some of that machinery. Of course, the deeper concern is about the future of their businesses and whether and when they'll be able to reopen these factories again.